Anna first heard the breathing at 3:06 in the morning. She had been asleep for less than 2 hours when a slow, uneven sound pulled her awake. At first, she thought it was coming from the apartment next door, but as she lay perfectly still, she realized the sound was much closer. It came in short, shallow breaths, followed by long pauses as though someone were deliberately trying not to be heard. Anna held her own breath and listened. The room became completely silent. Then directly beneath her mattress, someone inhaled. She didn't move. Her bedroom door was closed, the apartment was locked, and she lived alone. For several seconds, she tried to convince herself that the sound had come from the pipes beneath the floor. Then the mattress shifted almost imperceptibly beneath her shoulder. Anna's entire body stiffened. From the darkness underneath the bed came the faintest whisper of a woman's voice. "Anna, don't move." Anna's heart began pounding so violently she was certain whoever was underneath could hear it. Before she could respond, the woman whispered again, "There's someone standing beside your bed." Anna kept her eyes closed. She could feel nothing beside her, hear nothing except the rain against the bedroom window and the breathing beneath the mattress. Then the wooden floor beside the bed gave a soft creak. Something was there. She felt the mattress sink slightly near her feet, as if a hand had been placed against it. The woman underneath whispered, "Whatever you do, don't let him know you're awake." Anna remained motionless until she heard 3 slow footsteps moving away from the bed. The closet door creaked open. Several seconds later, it quietly closed. Anna waited almost 20 minutes before opening her eyes. The bedroom was empty. She reached for her phone and switched on the flashlight before forcing herself to look beneath the bed. Nothing was there. She searched the closet next, expecting someone to leap from the darkness, but found only clothes, boxes, and shoes. The front door was still deadbolted from the inside, and every window was locked. By sunrise, Anna had almost convinced herself that she had experienced a nightmare, until she noticed a streak of dark mud across the floor beneath the closet door. It wasn't the first strange thing that had happened since she moved into the apartment 3 weeks earlier. Food had disappeared from the refrigerator. Cabinets she remembered closing were sometimes open in the morning, and twice she had found the bathroom floor wet when she hadn't used the shower. She had blamed exhaustion and the unfamiliar noises of an old building. But now Anna knelt beside the muddy footprint leading from the closet toward her bed and noticed something that made her stomach turn. There wasn't just one print. There were several overlapping one another, some fresh and some almost faded away, as though someone had been making the same journey from her closet to her bed for days. Anna called the building manager as soon as the office opened. She told him someone might have entered her apartment and asked whether maintenance workers had access to the units during the night. His answer was immediate. No one had been scheduled and nobody should have been inside. When Anna mentioned the mud near the closet, he became unusually quiet. He asked which bedroom wall the closet was against, then told her not to touch anything until he arrived. The manager came upstairs carrying a flashlight and a small toolbox. He inspected the locks first, then the windows, finding no sign of forced entry. When he reached the bedroom closet, however, his expression changed. He removed several boxes from the floor and pressed his hand against the back wall. Anna watched as the thin panel shifted slightly beneath his palm. "This shouldn't move," he said. He pushed again, and a narrow black opening appeared behind it. Cold air drifted from the gap. Behind the closet was a maintenance passage barely wide enough for a person to crawl through, filled with pipes, electrical wiring, and years of dust. The manager explained that the space connected several apartments vertically and had supposedly been sealed during renovations years earlier. Anna aimed her phone flashlight inside. At first, she saw only pipes and darkness. Then the beam caught something lying several feet away, an empty water bottle. Beside it was a food wrapper that looked new. The police arrived less than an hour later. 2 officers entered the passage while Anna waited in the living room. After several minutes, one of them returned carrying a plastic bag containing a small notebook, disposable gloves, and a key. The second officer emerged holding something that made Anna's stomach drop, a photograph. It showed Anna asleep in her bed, taken from the partially opened closet door. The timestamp printed at the bottom was from 6 nights earlier. More photographs followed. Anna sleeping. Anna changing the sheets. Anna sitting on the edge of her bed looking at her phone. Some had been taken from inside the closet, others from beneath the bed. The oldest photograph was dated only 2 days after she moved in. Then an officer pulled out several photographs that weren't of Anna at all. They showed another woman sleeping in the same bedroom, surrounded by furniture Anna had never seen. On the back of one photograph, someone had written a name, Emily Carter, apartment 4C. Anna asked the building manager who Emily Carter was. He looked toward the police officers before answering. Emily had rented Anna's apartment 3 years earlier. One morning, she simply failed to show up for work. Her phone, purse, and identification were found inside the apartment, and the door had been locked. Police investigated her disappearance but never discovered how she had left the building, or whether she had left at all. Anna felt the room tilt beneath her. The woman who had whispered from underneath her bed suddenly no longer felt like something she had dreamed. One officer opened the notebook recovered from the passage. Most of the pages contained dates, times, and observations about Anna's routine. When she returned from work, when she showered, when she turned off the bedroom light. But halfway through the notebook, the writing changed. The same sentence had been written over and over, sometimes carefully, sometimes violently enough to tear through the paper. The officer read the first line aloud, then stopped. Anna took the notebook from him and read it herself. She thinks I'm the one under the bed. The police searched the maintenance passage for hours. It extended behind 4 apartments before narrowing near an old service stairwell, but whoever had been using it was gone. They found blankets, canned food, batteries, and dozens more photographs sealed inside plastic bags. Most belonged to Anna and Emily, but several showed women Anna had never seen before. Some photographs were more than 15 years old. Every woman had lived somewhere inside the building, and in nearly every photograph she was asleep. One photograph was different. Emily wasn't sleeping. She was sitting upright on the edge of the bed, staring directly toward the closet. Behind her, almost invisible in the darkness beneath the bed, part of a woman's face could be seen. Anna felt sick. She remembered the whisper from the night before. The woman beneath her bed hadn't been the person walking through the closet. There had been 2 different people in that bedroom. The police told Anna not to stay in the apartment while they investigated. Before leaving, she packed a small suitcase while an officer waited outside the bedroom. As she pulled clothes from the closet, she noticed scratches on the inside of the loose wall panel. They weren't random. Someone had carved words into the wood. Anna moved closer and read them beneath the flashlight. If you hear her under the bed, he is already in the room. Anna spent that night at a hotel nearly 20 minutes away. She chose a room on the 7th floor, locked the door, pushed a chair beneath the handle, and left every light on. For the first time since morning, she felt almost safe. Whoever had been hiding inside the building couldn't know where she was. Police were still searching the maintenance spaces, and nobody except the officers and the hotel receptionist knew where Anna had gone. At 2:58 a.m., Anna woke suddenly. The television was still playing quietly across the room. For several seconds, she didn't understand what had awakened her. Then she heard it, a faint scratching sound beneath the bed. Anna stared at the carpet beside the mattress. The scratching stopped. A few seconds later came a slow, shallow breath. Anna couldn't move. Her phone was charging on the table several feet away. She considered running for the door, but before she could move her legs, a woman's voice whispered from directly beneath her mattress. It was the same voice she had heard in her apartment. This time the words were clearer. "Anna, he followed you." Anna stared at the ceiling, terrified even to breathe. "Who are you?" she whispered. For several seconds there was no answer. Then the woman beneath the bed said, "Emily." Anna felt every muscle in her body tighten. She wanted to believe someone was playing a cruel trick, but no one outside the police investigation should have known that name. Anna swallowed and asked the question she was afraid to hear answered. "What happened to you?" Emily's voice became quieter. 3 years earlier, she had begun noticing the same things Anna had noticed. Missing food, wet footprints, open cupboards, noises inside the walls. One night she discovered the maintenance passage behind her closet and saw a man crawling through it. She reported it to the building manager, but before the police arrived, the man returned. Emily hid beneath the bed, believing he hadn't seen her. "But he knew exactly where I was," the voice whispered. Anna slowly lowered one hand toward the edge of the mattress. "Where did he take you?" she asked. Emily didn't answer. Instead, Anna heard a faint sound from across the hotel room. The bathroom door, which Anna distinctly remembered leaving open, was slowly closing. She pulled her hand back beneath the blanket. Emily whispered urgently, "Don't look at him." "That's what I did." The bathroom door stopped with only a narrow strip of darkness remaining between it and the frame. Anna watched that darkness despite Emily's warning. Nothing moved. Then the television suddenly lost its signal, filling the room with gray static. In the reflection of the black window beside it, Anna could see her bed, the chair beneath the entrance door, and the bathroom behind her. A tall man was standing outside the bathroom. His face was turned directly toward Anna. Anna shut her eyes. She heard one step across the carpet, then another. Emily whispered beneath her, "He isn't alive anymore." Anna almost opened her eyes. Emily explained that after killing her, the man had returned to the maintenance passage to hide. Something happened inside the walls that night. He never came back out. "They'll find him tomorrow," Emily whispered. "He's been inside that wall for 3 years." Anna's fear changed into confusion. If the man had died 3 years ago, then who had photographed her sleeping 6 nights earlier? Who had eaten her food? Who had walked from her closet to her bed? The footsteps stopped beside her mattress. Anna could smell something now, damp earth and the unmistakable odor of old, wet clothing. Then Emily whispered the answer from beneath her. "He doesn't need the passage anymore." Something pressed down on the mattress beside Anna's head. She felt the bed sink beneath its weight. A cold breath touched her cheek. Anna kept her eyes shut as tightly as she could while Emily began whispering, "Don't look, don't look, don't look." Then the man's voice came from only inches away, calm and almost amused. "She told you the same thing I told her." Anna opened her eyes. The man was leaning over her, close enough that she could see the dirt embedded beneath his fingernails and the dark stains covering his clothes. His skin was pale and swollen, his eyes cloudy and lifeless. Anna screamed and threw herself from the opposite side of the bed. She hit the floor hard and ran toward the door. Behind her, the mattress shook violently as something moved underneath it. Anna pulled the chair away, unlocked the door, and stumbled into the hotel corridor. She ran barefoot toward the elevators, screaming for help. A door opened farther down the hall and a guest stepped outside. Anna turned back toward her room. The doorway was empty. No man followed her. But from inside the room came a woman's scream so violent that everyone in the hallway heard it. Then the door slammed shut by itself. Police searched the hotel room and found no one inside. There was no space beneath the bed large enough for a person to hide unnoticed, and the windows on the 7th floor were locked. At nearly the same time, officers searching Anna's apartment building broke through a sealed section of the maintenance passage. Inside, they discovered human remains belonging to 2 people. One was identified as Emily Carter. The other belonged to a man who had worked as a maintenance contractor in the building. Investigators determined that both had been dead for approximately 3 years. When officers returned to the hotel to question Anna again, she was gone. Security footage showed her returning to the room shortly before sunrise, after giving her statement downstairs. No footage showed her leaving again. Her suitcase, shoes, and coat remained inside. Her phone was discovered beneath the bed. On it was one new photograph taken at 5:41 a.m. It showed Anna asleep beneath the blankets, photographed from only a few inches above her face. The hotel closed the room during the investigation. Months later, it reopened. The first guest who stayed there reported nothing unusual until shortly after 3 in the morning, when she woke to the sound of breathing beneath her bed. She reached for the lamp, but before she could switch it on, a frightened woman's voice whispered from the darkness below her. "Don't move!" "My name is Anna. There's someone standing beside your bed."